All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on how the Motb being made mandatory is going to test the integrity of a lot of people in this world, man, and in this world right now. And we already seen it when the lockdowns came, right? You got a lot of people in this world that they try and say stuff like, oh, you can't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do and all that. But really, they're not doing whatever they want to do. They are doing the things that Esau has made it acceptable to do. And they're pretending like they're some kind of rebel, right? But when the Motb gets made mandatory, right? People are going to be put in a situation where, okay, now let's see if you're prepared to do what you really want to do, right? Because now the world that you live in is against what you want to do. And if you don't want to take this Motb, the world's going to be against you, like how it's been against the Hebrew Israelites for a hell of a long time. But now all of a sudden that the world's starting to change around with certain things, people feel safe and comfortable to try and copy certain things that the Hebrew Israelites used to talk about when it wasn't cute and when it wasn't acceptable to talk about them, right? When the Hebrew Israelites was bullying out women and telling them that they ain't shit, right? And that they're wicked as all hell and that they're going to get jacked up and judged, right? And that the days are going to come where men ain't going to be caring nothing to say what they got to talk about. People didn't feel the need to want to talk about that stuff until there became a thing known as the manosphere and the red pill community, and you can make some money from it. Then all of a sudden it became all right to talk about it, right? Just like how if it became all right to start talking about, which, well, it has, it's became a cool thing now to start talking about World War III and global collapse and all of that kind of stuff. And people are making money from it now. So now it's cool to talk about that kind of stuff. And a lot of you people out there, which you're too much of a cowards to admit this, you steal points from the Hebrew Israelites and try and make money out of it, man. And you're too much of a cowards to admit that's what you're doing, but it's obvious that's what you're doing, man. And you're thinking that you can try and usurp the doctrine that the Hebrew Israelites have been speaking about for decades and trying to apply it, make it out like you're the forerunners of it, right? But prophecy is still on the side of the people that Yahweh set up as prophets. So even when you try and start biting this doctrine and trying to apply it to yourself, you're going to find that there's going to be a glitch within there because there's certain things that are going to happen that you never expected ever, such as the Hebrew Israelites being the only ones, right? The nation of Israel being the only ones that receive salvation in a dark and dreadful day of the Lord. When the Motb gets made mandatory and all the people that are supposed to take it, and all the people that are not supposed to take it, do not take it, that's going to be the the green light, the catalyst for World War III to take place. And when World War III takes place, at the cusp of that, when America is going to get destroyed, man, at the greatest peak moment of that, America is going to be completely destroyed and Yahweh Shai is going to return to the earth. That's what we believe. That's what I believe is going to happen. And I know all the prophecies that I can think of that make me think that 2nd Ezra's, the 13th chapter, right, is one big prophecy concerning that. Certain parts of the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter is one part, right? Like the last 4 or 5 verses of Revelation, the 6th chapter. But this digital ID thing's being pushed now. And now people cannot deny that digital ID is coming to the so-called West, right? And what's the ultimate form of digital ID? Is it not a micro C-HIP, a micro CHIP? Is it not? Is that not the ultimate form of digital ID? So what are you people going to say then? All you fake tough guys out there, right, that want to say you can't tell me what to do? All you people that pretend like you're rebels. But when the opportunity to not take a V scene was there, you took one. So how much of a rebel are you really? Or you people that try and make out like you're again, oh, I don't have to do what no God in the heavens tells me what to do, but you do every single thing that men that look like this guy on the screen tell you to do, right? And even with this crown on his head with all these jewels and crystals in there, right? This still doesn't look like a king to me. This looks like an idiot. It looks like it's a parody. It just looks like a parody video of a king, man. Even with that crown in his head, that still don't even look like a king. He looks like a stupid idiot, if you ask me. Right? Like these Edomites are being exposed in all facets anyway. Like they've got this Edomite running around, just going up to Jakes in the world, calling him the N-word, and that's like a perfect example of what an Edomite is, an antagonist that tries to bait you into being able to get unalive, man. Which the scriptures speak about Satan going around seeking to be made devour. That's what you Edomites do. You literally go around trying to bother people, man, to try and see whose world and whose life you can ruin from day to day, you damn devils. But I just wanted to do a little quick commentary on the Motb and this digital ID thing anyway, because it's gonna, like, when it gets made mandatory, people are gonna start bugging out. It's not even about the digital ID yet. The digital ID is not nothing to really worry about. Like, you can take and use every single thing up until they start trying to push the Motb. If they say, oh, you gotta use your fingerprint, otherwise you can't eat, right? Don't bug out. Just use your fingerprint, right? For a time, you're gonna have to use your fingerprint. But when they say you gotta take this micro CHIP, nah, that's when the real rebellion against this world has to begin, and you have to lock in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and be prepared to not do none of that stuff. That's the thing you can't do. If they say you gotta pay with your face, all right, fair enough, right? Try and avoid all of these things for as much as you can, for as long as you can, right? But if they say, oh, you have to pay with your fingerprint and all that, you got to, you know what I mean, a digital ID and all that, all right, don't bug out. Just try and avoid it for as long as you can until you can't avoid it no more. But when it comes to the Motb, you have to avoid it forever. You can't, okay, all right, I'll give in. Unless you want to not be of the elect, that is. If you want to consider yourself as being one of the elect that Yahweh has chosen from the foundation of the world, you can never take the Motb, never. And you've got to be prepared to do anything and everything that you can to not take it. Everything possible within your body, you've got to be prepared to do to not take the Motb. And if it means fulfilling Revelation 20 and 4 by getting your head removed from your shoulders, so be it. You've left the world with some honor, right? You've left the world with some honor and didn't bow down to this world, man. On that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.